YouTube, we're here at a bit of a weird start because we have a transfer bid that we have to discuss and see what we're going to do. On top of that, we're going to be recapping how we're still second in the league and have a look at the UECL, the Conference League, and how we end up there. It's another one of our recap videos. Give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and in just a second, we're going to discuss this transfer bid, which has just come in on the 14th of February. Yes, thank you YouTube for getting through the intro. As always, 70 to 80% of you do not subscribe when you watch these videos, so if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be great. Also give it a like, it helps promote it out to football managing enthusiasts like yourself. On top of that there, it is 6:30 in the morning, wasn't expecting this, been playing poker all week, so I am absolutely wrecked. But Justin Smith, our first choice centre back alongside Consa, who's been here for a couple of years now, has got a bid of 2.6k from SCF Montreal. So, yeah, big bid from a major league club. I think we actually just let it ride. Now, look, if it was maybe Sockler or something like that, maybe we would actually try and turn him to say, yeah, stick around. I think we can get through the rest of the season without Justin Smith. You know, you got Ben Lickett, who actually wants more game time at the moment, could develop into a decent player. We have got, let's see where Mr. Hull is. Can't see Hull. There he is, Lewis Hull. Lewis Hull here, yet again, got decent potential, will do a job. But the one that I'm most open, happy to give game time is Stephen Ogilvie, who's been developing very well, and I think he's just primed now to get some more first team minutes. I think we'll give Ben Lickett the start, but then I reckon Stephen Ogilvie towards the end of the season, I think we're just going to play because his physicals are looking really good. So I'm actually going to let this one ride. If Smith decides to reject the contract, then so be it. Since we last met, though, which was the end of the FK Partisan game, things have gone pretty well in the league. I'm not going to touch on the Conference League just yet, but as you can see here, win against St Johnstone, we lost Livingston, beat Dundee, Dready, Aberdeen, Inverness, St Mirren, beat Rangers away from home, ladies and gentlemen. That is correct. Always good to beat Rangers away from home. We won 2-1 there in a game that we were the better side in, just, you would say, especially at XG. So, yeah, Mariva has been a revelation in the middle of the park, and just, he is so good for the level. 6 goals, 6 assists in 17 games. That's 12 starts, and he's got 12 goal contributions. I still can't believe Fulham did not only played him for 5 games. Foley, the new signing as well, you guys may not have seen. No, we definitely did that in the last video. That is fine. But yeah, George Foley has officially come in. I reckon I'll show you guys the deal. But yeah, Foley looks fantastic so far. He's physically looked pretty damn good. So I'm pretty happy there as well. You guys haven't seen this one though. Joe Geldhart from Leeds was someone I looked at 6 months ago and wanted to come in as a star player up front, etc. Didn't want to do it, but because he didn't get a club for 6 months, fringe player, 2k a week. Great pressing forward. It allowed me to loan out Derek Mainland, our younger striker, so he can get more game time. But that's a great signing for us. And for those wondering how Derek is going, well, let's go and have a look-see, shall we, in the loans there. And Derek looks decent enough. And Aerodini Nans is a club that we battled with before, and they're fighting for the title again, so happy to go help them out. Lucky last that we need to touch on here before we cut away and then go and focus on the Europa League is we have made 3 other signings since coming in. Is Dylan Hafro on a free. I just went and raided Northern Ireland and Scotland and see what we could sign for next year. As you can see, 5'10", another centre back with decent physicals. I'm bringing him in to improve the reserves. Dylan, he looks fantastic. Probably ends up playing for Northern Ireland. 19-year-old in the middle is called Barry McUley. Yet again, pretty good physicals, decent mentals, can pass a football and be very good in the resis, and hopefully will develop. And Stephen is a more of a 10 that can play up front. Yet again, got decent potential. Main reason we signed him. If they've got decent potential, they're worthy of going into the reserves. Lucky last, you guys have not seen James Lynch either. So we know that DeCheco's leaving at the end of the year. Hello, James Lynch. James Lynch was playing at St. Pat's Athletic as their best player. Looks unbelievable. Already worth 1.5 to 6 mil after signing him. He does not have a release fee of anything lower than what Checo had. 10 million, 475k. Training him to play right wing. And have a look when we compare him to Checo. Very similar footballers. Checo's just slightly quicker. Lynch is slightly got more mentals, aerials, and technicals. We work his pace and his physicality here, Mr. James Lynch. He's going to become a very, very, very good footballer. At the moment, actually working his attacking movement and hoping the physicals will develop at the same time, and that will hopefully continue. But yeah, James Lynch is the last one too. If the sale goes through, we're going to have a lot of money in the bank. We're going to have over 6 mil yet again, and I could maybe look to do another club, improvement in terms of training facilities, youth facilities. Don't think I will. I think I'll just let it ride for the rest of the season here. As you can see, the training and youth facilities are both about to be completed as well, which is great. So pretty quick little rundown there, 5 minutes of how we're going. Nothing really major to show you, but this is now where we go and focus on the Conference League. We'll go through the first knockout round and the second knockout round. If we make the quarterfinal and we don't draw a big team, then we won't play it and we'll just recap everything. But yeah, if we get one of the big boys that are left in the Conference League, I'll come back, show you how we got there, and then focus on that as being the next episode. You, yes, you, follow me on Twitch. You watch all my content live and, of course, all the VODs for all your viewing needs. The Twitch is the place to go, and for funny clips like this. Pietro Pellegrini is a freak, Mum.
Honestly.
Pietro Pellegrini is a freak. Welcome back in YouTube. We have got some results to recap here in the Conference League and in a couple other spots as well. This has been a pretty good time of things. And let's see what we can do in terms of talking about these results. So obviously, let's start with the Conference League, because that's what you're here really for. In the Conference League, we've got through to the quarterfinal. Yes, boys. Yes, we have. After beating NFTC, I don't know how to pronounce their name. We actually rotated and drew 4-4 at home, which was pretty crazy in a crazy game. Wish we did this as the live com, but it is what it is. We then drew Bromby, and look, the 3-0 was not going to tell the tale of the story in this game. Bromby is all their stats came first half. As maybe the XG story can probably tell you. As you can see, most of what they did was first half. The match momentum was all theirs. We scored from a corner with our first shot on target, our second shot of the game in the 44th minute. Second half, it changed. We were all over him. And Lynch, our new signing, scoring his first goal for the club. He was playing left wing though, which, that's nothing wrong with them playing left wing. But yeah, Lynch here on the left wing instead of learning to play on the right. Good ball from Joe Gerhardt, who, by the way, has just scored a brace in the league. Lynch fires home for his first ever goal for Dumbarton. We then played Bromby away, and we went 1-0 down here. Obviously, in that game, we did lose Hogarth to a fractured wrist. He's out for 4 weeks. So our third choice keeper, Stone, the only keeper that we could register alongside Hogarth, played. And look, played all right. We weren't great. If you look at the match momentum, we're probably the better team first half and probably should have scored, or at least at chances. But yeah, we did enough, even though they had a lot of the ball. We moved into the defensive 4-4-2. We saw the game out and we're very, very happy. The good results did not end there, though. If we go to all competitions here, and since we last met, beat Kilmarnock 5-3, which is fantastic, but that's not the result we wanted. We want the results down here. We beat Celtic 5-0. Not with them having 10 men, not with nothing. We beat Celtic 5-0. I have not dominated a game like this in my life. Mariba, a goal and assist. Foley everywhere, winning everything back, getting 2 assists as well. Scored a pen. We had 35% of the ball, but every time they lost the ball, they had 2 at the back against 4, and we went riot. This was poetry in motion. I absolutely love this game. It was fantastic to watch us go on the break so many times. And to win 5-0 against Celtic is huge. And then got Eddie and Enans, our former title rivals, in the quarterfinal of the Cup. Got to rotate slightly here and win the game, which was fantastic. And that means we're into the semi-final. And in the Scottish Cup semi-final, we drew Rangers. And that brings me to the league title. Rangers are actually slightly behind us. After beating them and having that game in hand, They had 3 games in hand, down to 2. We won one of them, so they only had 1 game in hand. They've kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit, Rangers, and now dropped off us. We're still 4 points behind Celtic. Even though we beat them 5-0, I believe if we get into the championship phase, we're going to be drawn away because we play the last game at home. I think that's how it works. So I'm more than likely not going to win the title this year, but we are mounting a title challenge. We've got 7 mil in the club. We've got the facilities all developing and growing. I think there is a world that maybe not this year we win the title, but next year, I think we will topple Celtic and Rangers. And then that first little bit of the Rise Nation, become the best in your nation, is done. And then it's all about how much revenue can you get in? Can you start eking this out into being very, very consistent in the Champions League? And then that will grow the club into one of those world-class powerhouses where you can attract everything. And then it's all about making sure you win said Champions League. That is the plan, and hopefully it does come to fruition. With that being said, if you've enjoyed this episode, give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. As always, the link just here in order to see the 4-4-2 that has been dominating and just beat Celtic 5-0 with 39% possession. And the link just here to go watch the playlist so you can catch up to everything to this moment as well. Next episode, we will be here with a recap of the quarterfinal, the semi-final of the Scottish Cup, and potentially the semi-final of the Europa League. We drew Haddock split. Let me know how I think I go. Check out those videos, and goodbye.